Hockey game in the final 12 minutes of the third period Thursday. Now we've got Basil, McRae, and McDermott set to go right off the bat before they even drop the puck.
Rick, this was not an accident, as you can tell, because we expected John O'Grodnick playing left wing. So Bergeron picks up Basil, McRae, and bang, there they go.
McDermott going to work with that left hand. McRae can't get organized. The linesman quickly separate him. So at the 30-second mark, McDermott and McRae will be sent off.
Because he's a one-timer, but
Peter Stastny on a steal, short-handed. He scores! Peter Stastny. A stunning goal for the Quebec Nordiques at 1:20, and they're down 2 men.
Rick, I was just finishing to say when Stastny stole the puck corner, we'll get a look at it from a different angle here. He goes to his forehand, and Liu got the legs over there, but somehow Stastny puts it under Michael Liu's legs. Obviously a big goal for the Nordiques. Not only the first goal of this game, but they're 2 men short.
Games, he's been a real force offensively and defensively for the club in their opening game victories. Here's Samuelson shooting, saved by Gosselin on the rebound, is blocked. Turgeon with his shot, I believe it hit Gavin. Turgeon keeps it alive. Here's Babbitt. 2 men in front. Gavin's alone, saved by Gosselin. He gloved it. And the sticks come up everywhere. In the Whalers side through the regular season with 4 of his 13 goals. He's an integral part of that checking line as Rochefort touches up, no icing, Tippett. With Jarvis centering, it's off Rochefort's skate. And we got the whistle, and Donnelly and Cherleff squared off near the blue line. Donnelly wants to go in that left hand. And he's going to town with it. It's a pumped up Gord Donnelly. It's a pumped up Nordique. Reaches Mike Eagles. Bergeron has that checking line out against the Francis crew. The puck hit Gillis. Rolls to Liut. And he's sent it wide as Dineen continues on. Gillis is jamming with Liut behind the play, and Ladouceur comes back to help out. Gosselin freezes the puck, but at the other end of the ice, we've got Gillis and Ladouceur.
I'll tell you one thing. Of all the goaltenders I've met in hockey, Mike Liut does not get involved with guys in front of the net. I cannot think that Mike Liut initiated this at all.
Penalty box. Dale Hunter holds up the Whalers, maneuvers around Turgeon, takes the shot, saved by Liut, and it caroms quickly to Mercer. The penalties have now expired as Goulet and Peter Stastny are out. Turgeon shoots, blocked by Picard, and it's picked up by Goulet. It's a 2-on-1 against Samuelson. Peter Stastny shoots, scores!
Is that any different? Watch this. He knows it's Goulet's going down the far side. If he commits himself, he's in trouble. And watch here, the shot goes right through the arm and the leg of Mike.
Francis, one-handed to Dineen. Dineen is bumped by Siltanen. Picard comes up with it, lifts it out. Now Samuelson and Gillis sounds each other with the sticks and the elbows. Semenko and Picard start going at it as Semenko now grabs Gillis' stick and starts pounding away at Paul Gillis after Picard declined the invitation of Semenko to battle right off the bat. Now we've got Dineen and Eagles go. And you're looking at possible game misconduct for subsequent altercations in this situation, which I'm sure Bergeron has in mind.
This is going to be a tough one to sort out, Rick. Obviously, it started between Semenko and Picard, but Picard wanted nothing to do with Semenko, which I don't blame him. But listen, you make your bed, you got to sleep in it, you know. He corked Semenko at center ice. I'll give him credit, it was a good clean check, but, you know.
Andy Van Hellemond is certainly the right man to have working a game like this with his experience and his style of officiating, and it will be put to a test here. 5:48 remaining in the first period, and Quebec leads 2-0.
They're still sorting this mess out, I guess is the best way to call it. And this really was started when Picard leveled Dave Semenko at center ice. Pretty good check. But when the moment of truth come, Picard wanted nothing to do with them. And it ended up being Dineen and Eagles going at it. Then Semenko went and found Gillis and hit a couple of Gillis. Now Gillis, here it is right here. Well, I'm sure there's going to be a penalty for that as he jumped Picard from behind. Now, one thing about Semenko, he won't hit you from behind. Now he looks up here and he doesn't.
To get a piece of it. 5 minutes to go, first period. Siltanen over to Picard. Siltanen fires at the post. It's both posts. They score. Goulet tapped it in on the rebound. The initial shot did not go in, but nevertheless, it's a power play goal and a 3-0 Quebec lead.
It certainly was. The original shot was not in. A little better from this angle. One post is going to go off. Well, I'll tell you what, Goulet did not tip that in. I think Siltanen's going to get this goal. I think it went off the back of Liu.
There for Bergeron. Here's O'Grodnik. Across to Brown, shoots, and he hit the post. O'Grodnik shovels it back to Finn. The wrist shot. Hunter knocked it down. It's still contested force. Swatted away by Samuelson. Brown sends it toward the net. Liu gloves it, and Hunter is over to try to fight off Hunter and get to the puck. At the same time, it's kept in. The shot by O'Grodnik is stopped by Liu. Lafreniere to Hunter. Saved by Lanoussoure as he slid in front and got a skate on it. Under 2 minutes left in the penalty. Got Clanador. Searches frantically for an opening. Can't find one. O'Grodnik back to Brown. Takes the shot. Saved by Liu. And it's deflected behind him. Hunter centers and no one's home.
Game since, to be truthful, because he had no playing time in the first period.
Mission accomplished. Here's the pass out to Hunter. Liu leaves it for Lanoussoure. Now we've got Kleinendorst and Basil McRae set to go. And Kleinendorst lands on top. You're more concerned for his left knee than anything else in that situation. Too sturdy.
Yeah, I was just saying, that's the first thing I thought of, Rick.
Campanello and Knox will pry him apart. And Merzen speeds past Lafreniere, and now we've got Lambert and Samuelson behind the plate tangled up. And Samuelson immediately works the helmet off Lambert, which
Rick, once again, another good hockey play.
Dave Babbage with a pass that hit Francis. Finally lands on Rochefort's stick. Anderson is bumped by Peter Stastny. Goulet breaks, brings it around Quenneville. He scores!
Hey, there's not many guys in the game of hockey are going to score that goal. You can't argue with that. It was a great individual effort. He utilized speed. Stats he did in the first goal, but certainly at a much different angle. As Joel Quenneville has a problem getting him, he even misses with the swipe. Look at how long he holds his puck. He still got it and finally scoops it in. That was a goal scorer's goal. Can't knock that.
O'Grodnik back to Finn. Anton Stastny is pressured by Tippett. It bounces free to Lafreniere. Snaps one off. Weeks gets a piece of it. Finn in from the blue line. Taps it into Anton Stastny. 1:08 to go on the Whaler bench minor. Anton shoots. Saved by Weeks. It's lobbed back into the crease. Weeks lands on it. O'Grodnik had by Picard. Peter Stastny to Goulet. Quenneville chops it away. Tippett tries to connect with a high stick and can't. It's Peter Stastny again. Hunter beats Picard. 20 seconds left in the penalty. In front to score. Peter Stastny off the Hunter feed. And it's now 5-0 Quebec.
This is the first time the Whaler penalty killers did not collapse. In this particular case, Peter Stastny, he's dangerous. Now, if you don't go after him, see Goulet at the left of your screen? That could have been a pass to him also, but Stastny got the hat trick and popped it in the net.
Anton Stastny can't get it by Gavin. Evason gets it to Turgeon. Back to Dino. He's surrounded. Turgeon takes the shot. Saved by Gosselin. Gavin runs into Rochefort. Turgeon sends it behind Evason. Merzen steals it. Risks it. Saved by Gosselin. He juggles the rebound and hangs on. And now we got Rochefort and Gavin ready to go. And Gavin holding his own pretty well against the sturdy Normand Rochefort.
I believe that Rochefort will have to get 2 for instigating here. I'm sure he instigated this.
He didn't like Gavin belting him in the right wing circle moments before the whistle blew. Samuelson in the box for plenty of time. Here's Tippett racing a McDermott. Sheds the check of Finn, but can't get a shot away. McDermott to Tippett. Quick shot. Saved by Gosselin. He didn't know he had it. That's the kind of night it's been for Mario Gosselin, though. He has had everything working his way.
Well, Mario Gosselin looks behind him more than any goaltender.
There to roll it away. Merzen across to Dave Babbitt. Takes the shot. It's blocked by Hunter. Turgeon back to Evason. Merzen's open. McDermott with a screen. Saved by Gosselin. He smothers it just before Turgeon gets there. And here we go.
What started all this? Gosselin high stick McDermott as the play was going on. He got the stick right up on McDermott's head.
Peter Stastny works it over to Mulder. It's directed out of the zone by Anton Stastny to Goulet. Goulet to Picard. Saved by Weeks. Weeks covers it, realizes he has to get rid of it. Period is Francis. Sees an opening. Finn and Peter Stastny converge. Randy Mulder with a long lead. It's tipped by Samuelson, but it still reaches Goulet. He's in alone. Saved by Weeks. Peter Stastny to Finn. Blocked by Samuelson. Mulder the shot. Tipped. Saved by Weeks. Anton got a piece of that one. And the Whalers will get a penalty. Clear to Kevin Dineen. Dineen had it poked away. Ferraro brought it in offside. Nice poke check by Mulder at the line. And Kevin Dineen continues to be frustrated. Now to the point of getting involved in the fisticuffs with Randy Mulder. Kevin Dineen, who goes pretty good with that left hand. He's trying to shake it free.
Rick, as you said, I'm sure Kevin Dineen is quite frustrated, and this probably is the best way to get it out of the system. Hartford Whalers need Kevin Dineen as a hockey player. Don't worry, we'll show up before the series.
Linesmen continue to let him wrestle, and now they move in to pull him apart. We've played 1:16 of the third period. Quebec leads this one by the score of 5-0. It was Rochefort came up with it.
Their defense has been very strong in front of their net. And this is about the 3rd time I said it, because every time I look up, they're the ones getting the rebounds and taking the bodies out.
Francis goes to Ferraro. He one-times it toward the net. Francis shoots. He scores. Ron Francis on the rebound. Snuck it underneath Gosselin. A power play goal. At least has the Whalers on the board.
And that's with 17 minutes left, so they from another angle. And you can see that Ronnie's coming across, and he lets it go. But Gosselin's going to get a piece of this, but not enough of it as it goes off his glove into the net. Believe it or not.
Teammate with the Winnipeg Jets, and Gillis for the Nordiques skates back. Here's O'Grodnik racing in, saved by Weeks. Gillis is dumped by Babbage, and they're going to call a penalty here.
I don't know what he's going to call this for. I don't. This was his worst call of the evening, as far as I.
He's taking his time here. Back to Finn. Across to Brown. And the goal now saved by Weeks. Peter Stastny had the try blocked by Gavin, and Samuelson ran him over. O'Grodnik was held off with the first shot.
They are so drained.
Tippett gets it away from Peter. Here's Peter. He's got Finn cutting in. Backhander saved by Weeks. Planendorf took care of the rebound. Babbage can't get it out. Tilted and gets it over to Finn. Takes the shot, and it's deflected wide. Tilted in with a blast from the point that's wide. A minute to go in the penalty to Murphy. 8 seconds remaining on the penalty. Lafreniere sends it back to Picard, takes the shot, deflected. Quenneville saved the day as that puck got behind Weeks and the screen of players, and Quenneville just deflected it to the side of the goal, and Anderson lifts it out. We've got a minute and a half remaining in the game. Here's McDermott to Francis, shooting, saved by Gosselin. The rebound tried by Anderson is stopped, and McDermott is lifted out of there as the puck was covered apparently by Gosselin long enough. Rochford just yanked McDermott out of the crease.
Look, you're going to see what I mean here by Gosselin fouling back.
You can't play with less than 3 skaters, so that penalty has no consequence for just about the rest of this game. Ferraro centers. Francis is held off by Gosselin. Merzen keeps it in. 12 seconds to go. Ferraro back to Francis. Anderson over to Merzen. Here's a shot saved by Gosselin. The rebound came loose. He traps it against the side of the goal with his leg. And the horn sounds ending the game. And as it ends, we've got Merzen and Gillis going out of the way for the play.
I didn't see this develop, but it's Merzen and Gillis, and they've